Do you sleep on the right side or the left side of the bed? Let's bring on neuropsychologist Dr. Michelle Bengtson. Michelle, good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm wonderful. Which side of the bed do you sleep on, first of all?
Well, it depends. Part of what the study didn't tell us is which side of the bed is which. Is it when you're standing at the foot of the bed looking up at the pillows, or is it when you're lying in bed looking at the TV?
If
I'm standing at the...
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said if I'm standing at the foot of the bed, I'm on the right side in this house, but in the previous house, I was on the left side because I let my husband sleep closer to the door.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I had somebody call during the break and ask me this because I'm... If I'm looking at the bed, if I'm standing there looking at the bed, I'm always on the right side. So,
and what determined that for you?
I don't know. I mean, it's just
some would say that it's where they can have the best view of the TV. Others would say no, they want to be closer to the bathroom, and then even others would say no, they want to be closer to the wall. So there's lots of factors that go into which side we sleep on.
I guess I would say that I like to be closest to the wall. I know when I stay in a hotel room, I always go for the right side of the bed closest to the AC. I like the AC blowing on me.
Oh, see, that's another factor nobody's brought up. That's a good thing to consider.
Mm-hmm. So Americans who sleep on the left side. So how are we determining this? When you're standing there looking at it or laying in it?
Well, the study did not tell us,
okay.
But as a neuropsychologist, I'm going to say it's when you enter the room and stand at the foot of the bed.
Okay. So I'm a right side sleeper then. And right side sleepers prefer rock music and action flicks, which is 100% true when it pertains to me. And
do you prefer beer or wine?
Oh.
Because if you're a right-sided sleeper, then they would say that they prefer beer over wine.
100%. I wine is like puke to me. I mean, I'm a draft beer guy. Yeah, give me beer every day of the week. Yes.
So when you're sleeping on the right side, are you closest to the bathroom or not?
Not necessarily, no.
Oh, okay.
No. All right, so left side sleepers prefer oldies music and drama films. What else do they prefer?
They also prefer wine, but they also tend to affiliate with the left party politically, and they tend to think that they're more left-brained, which would be more logical or analytical or objective.
See, I look at myself as analytical and objective, but yet I sleep on the right side of the bed.
Oh, well, most people...
Maybe I'm a paradox.
Say that if they... Well, and then what happens if you switch? Like for me, when we've moved houses, I switch which side I'm on. So I don't know if I'm left-brained or right-brained according to this study. But those who sleep on the right side tend to say that they affiliate more with being a right-brained person. So more intuitive or subjective or creative. So maybe I'm a blend of both of them.
All right, talking to Dr. Michelle Bengtson right now, neuropsychologist. What about people who sleep in the middle?
Oh, well, they probably have the best of both worlds because it means that they're not having to share the bed, so nobody's heating them up, and then they can have equal access to the TV, the nightstand, and the bathroom.
See, doctor, I would think that somebody who sleeps in the middle, that would be the person who's like analytical and objective. Wouldn't that make sense?
Well, it could be. Or it could be that they're incredibly lonely.
It could be it too. You never know. All right, so
you don't know.
So listen, I want you to explain to me what exactly entails being a neuropsychologist.
Well, a neuropsychologist has a degree in psychology, but we specialize in the assessment and rehabilitation of neurological disorders. So we see patients, for example, who have had strokes or head injuries or suffer from dementia, and then we try to work with them to get back to the most optimal state that they can be in.
Okay, so let me ask you this, and this is totally off topic, but it's right up your alley. You talk about dementia. Why is it that we have seen a rise in dementia? Is it because human beings are just simply living longer, or is there another factor out there? I mean, you see a lot of people, whether it's Alzheimer's or dementia, just issues with the mind just going in the later years.
Well, in part, it is because we're living longer, but in part, it's also because we have gotten better at identifying it early. We've got better tests. Our radiographic studies are better, so MRIs and CT scans are better. But we're also seeing that diet plays a role. diet can affect our vascular system, which can lead to vascular dementia. So there's actually lots of reasons that we're seeing a rise. But early diagnosis is key because we can do intervention to slow down the process. We can't reverse dementia, but we can slow down the process.
But why is it happening? I mean, the last time I saw a stat, it was like we only use what, like not even a fourth of our brain. So you've got all this brain that's not being used, if you will. You've got more stimulation in today's world than we've ever had before. Yet you've got more and more people losing their minds. I mean, it kind of doesn't make sense.
Well, it doesn't, but we don't use the majority of our brain. That is true. But in the case of dementia, then we start to lose the ability to use that portion that we were already using, which is why we see a regression in behavior.
Right.
So as people go further into the disease process, it's almost like they revert back to childhood and then infancy.
So as a neuropsychologist, would your recommendation be for somebody who wants to stave off dementia or other issues with the mind, healthy diet, exercise, in keeping your mind stimulated, whether it be reading, whatever? I mean, just always try to keep it stimulated?
100%. Diet is key. We eat way too much processed food and way too much sugar. We really need to get back to a healthier diet. Exercise is so vitally important for optimal brain function, but sleep is vital too. And going back to that study that we were talking about, the one thing that study showed that really is important is that Americans are not getting enough sleep. We are living in a really busy state, and so we're sacrificing sleep to be more productive, but we're actually being less productive then because we're not as able to focus. Sleep is crucial if you really want to have optimal brain functioning.
Oh, boy. I get 4.5 hours a night.
Well, I hope you're getting a power nap in the afternoon.
I'm in trouble. I'm going to lose my mind.
Tell him Dr. Bengtson said you have to have time for a nap.
I will. When I negotiate my next contract, I'll make sure I work that in.
Yeah, let him know your neuropsychologist said it's vital.
Right. Michelle, I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Have a great day.
All right. That's Dr. Michelle Bengtson right there, neuropsychologist.